team, we're going to stand together and fight this disease.
I've come this way before, traveled through the open door, circumstances navigated the path, and life happened all so fast. No, it got lonely sometimes, you see, I know we couldn't make it, even when I'm offbeat, I still land on my feet, and nothing can shake me, cause I know life took a hold of me. I never. This is where I am destined to be. I'm not ready to give up. I believe in the miracle of life. Life's a play for no rehearsal. Learn quickly, they'll come for your role. Games get played, can't take it personal. Cause the devil is a liar. Telling you the truth, hey. It's all in what you do, hey. Some things you gotta do, hey. It's fight for millions. Take a second, see the blessing in it. With much expected, much is given. When I made the living, now I'm giving back to children. Never let the power come first before your happiness. Yes, you can be the best if you go the distance. Mix a little sweat with your persistence. You know that the best things are never instant. Just shine, let them see it brilliant. Get up, open up your eyes now. It's the moment of truth. No backing down. We're bringing it through like for the children, it's a given. You gotta give it, be a blessing.
This my personal statement. Run the game like I'm aces. Learn and develop patience, determined to be the greatest. Yeah, bobbing and weaving, they changing up like the seasons. Indigenous to the grind, so I do it for all my people. Jabbing the competition, back up against the rope. She fighting for recognition. I'm fighting just to promote equality where we lacking. Or cancer slowing our road. I'm confident we'll make it. We focus on common goals. Yeah.
Give back, give love, giving something away. Never give up, stand tall to fight another day. 2 toes, 2 feet, I stand on the ground. I'm going back soon and fight this final round. That's a play for no rehearsal. Learn quickly, they'll come for your role. Can't take it personal. Cause the devil is a lie. It's all in what you do, hey.
Some things you gotta do. Hey. Eric Gomes, JP, Eric JQ, Utah, what it do? G Brown, Birdman, Club 57, what it do? Big homie Coop, KJ, Ernest Nichols, AJ, Super Bros. What's up, King Ferg? What's up, Douglas Kirkland, man? What's up, Nathan? What's up, Josh? I appreciate you. I am J. Lou. Man, I totally appreciate y'all coming in here, man. We're going to play the trailer. The guest is in the green room. Call it the green room. We're going to play this trailer and jump right into the interview, man. I totally appreciate y'all.
What?
I said Malcolm alleged that some of Elijah's women were underage secretaries, and can you expound on that?
Yeah, well, I guess they were, because they were there. I seen them. I seen them myself. It's all true. It's all true.
Good evening, messenger. You convinced us that you were the last messenger. How many other bastard children do you have?
Man, at least 15. They say at least 15. But the guest is in the building, man. We got Monty Powell the third in the building. And without further ado, Monty Powell the fourth is in the building, y'all. I totally appreciate y'all coming in here this evening, man. I know y'all want to be making a huge sacrifice, man. Hey,
It's all good. It's worth it.
No, thank you so much, man. So,
Yes, sir.
how have y'all been? It's been a minute since I've seen y'all. I saw you on Blue Blood channel about a year ago. You was in camp with Dervinchenko. That might have been 2 years ago. I don't know, but how have y'all been?
You go ahead, son.
Okay. Well, I'm good. Training. Just as usual, doing my best to get better and better. And yeah, I was out there with Sergey Derevchenko. I've actually been getting a lot of great experience with a lot of high level fighters since the last time we spoke and stuff like that. So it's all a blessing. And I've just been growing as a fighter, growing as a man and everything like that. So I'm blessed, happy, and I'm just working to continue to get better and better every single day.
And Dad, how has it been? How has his maturation been as it pertains to him embracing the fighter life?
It has it's been a very interesting path. He has really gained a lot of knowledge,
right?
Especially within the past couple of years.
Right.
He's gained a lot of knowledge, man, and it's good seeing him blow up physically and being able to, just watch some of the smooth and slick things that he does in the ring. It just makes me smile, man. He will be ready when the call is made for him to step on the big stage, man. I just can't wait for people to see him.
Wow.
Oh yeah. I'm so proud of him. Yeah.
As your dad says that,
you
got it, son.
MP4, what goes through your mind?
No, I'm just I'm extremely grateful. I'm blessed to have my dad as a father. Having a good father figure in your life really helps groom you as not just an athlete, but as a person in general. So I'm more than grateful for everything my dad has done. I know he sacrificed a lot for me, and so I feel like it's my job to take advantage of all the opportunities he's given me, knowledge he's given me, and use it, apply it, and be successful with it.
Beautiful. Now, prior to me asking your dad, you said you've gotten a lot of knowledge. So, in addition to Servinchenko, who have you been working with in the past couple of years?
The last few years, I've sparred with Jamal Charlo. I've sparred with Chris Eubanks, Tony Harrison. Who's another one? Justin Rosario, Daniel Jacobs. Let me see. Those are just some of the ones off the top of my head, but I've been getting a lot of great sparring. Well, those are just some of the real big names, that I know, championship level fighters that I've been working with. So, working with those guys, they all have different styles and they bring something different to the table. And it's just helped me grow as a fighter and grow mentally as well, because I could pick up things from each one of them and add it to my arsenal, tweak it a little bit, and just help it make me a better fighter.
Right. And I remember after your first fight, we did an interview and you actually forgot to pick up your fighter's check. Have you missing any checks lately?
No, I haven't missed any checks since that first one. I remember that. I really almost walked out without it. I wasn't even thinking about the check. Yeah, that was funny.
And how has it been? Because you've moved on from I'm drawing a blank on his name right now.
Oh, Richard Schaefer.
Yeah, Richard Schaefer. Thank you. Ringstar. So you're no longer with Ringstar, right?
No, I'm not with Ringstar anymore.
Okay. How was that? And what are you doing now? You can elaborate.
Things with Ringstar was we ended it on a professional manner. It had nothing to do with the losses I had to or anything like that. It was actually just some things behind the scenes. And I'm thankful and grateful for the things and opportunities that were presented to me while we were signed with the Ringstar, because I was able to travel the world. I mean, I fought in Paris, France twice. I fought in London at the O2 Arena. I got to fight twice on national television here in America. So I'm more than grateful for the things that Richard and the guys at Ringstar did for me while we were a part of that team. And it was part of the building blocks and part of my journey as to where I am now. And now I'm signed with Split Team Management with David McWater as my manager, and we just signed a. I'm not 100% sure if I can say this yet because they didn't do a press release just yet. But I just signed with a promotion company. I'll just wait because I'm not sure if they want me to say it yet. But I just signed with a promotion company. And I'm supposed to be fighting next month on the 21st. So, yeah, no, everything's been going smooth. It's been going good. My team with Split T, we've been with them for a little bit. David, he's been doing everything in his power to make sure that I can stay active. I mean, last year was pretty hard because that's when COVID first hit, and this year was a little bumpy as well. But now everything's in place. We got a promoter, so and good contract in terms of activity, so we're good to go now.
Beautiful. And MP4, why Split T?
To be completely honest with you, David had always been right there with an opportunity for me, willing to work with me. When I was an amateur, I wasn't even a professional yet, and David was already there. He was like, I'll look out for you and stuff like that. And no shame to the game. After the fight with Von Alexander, there may have been other ways I could go. I could have went if I would have waited, but David was the only one that 100% was saying, "Money, I got you." He there was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He said, "I got you." He gave us an opportunity, and not only that, David has proved his worth with other fighters that he has signed to him as well, like Teofimo Lopez. Like he has a lot of good fighters on the roster, Charles Conwell and stuff like that. So decided to go with David, and I trust in him when it comes to managing me and making sure that the business aspect of it is right for me. Because if it's right for me, it's going to be right for him as well.
Right. And Dad, what goes into your in picking a manager, promoter? What are some things that you look for now that you've gotten 12, 13 fights under your belt now in terms of being behind the scenes and commentating and
right.
How do you navigate your son and knowing what to pick, how to pick him, and what to look for in the future as it pertains to protecting your son?
Well, past experiences, seeing what's happened to other people, and some of the people that I've spoken to, out there in the managerial world, some of the people in the promoter world, seeing some of the things how they operate. And I'm like, yeah, that might be a person later on down the line that you could talk to here and there. Then again, maybe not. So, and then looking at how other fighters lost. Why did they lose? Why did the management team pick this fighter for whatever reason? Did someone overlook something? And that's why, I take my time and I look at a lot of footage of a lot of different fighters. It was like, okay, this is a good fight. Not right now. A little bit later on down the line. This is how I treat not only my son, but some other people that may ask me a question. Hey, Money. Hey, man, what do you think about this fighter? Hey, this is a good fight. Maybe a couple of fights later on down the line, because based on what I'm seeing with your current fighter right now.
Got that. And before we got a special guest want to come in and say hello to you, man. I'm just waiting on him to wake up. You gonna wake up or what? What you gonna do, man? He was dying for a link. He was like, man, give me a link. I said, yes, sir.
What's up, man?
Tay's in the house, man. What's happening?
Ain't no
What's
much,
going
man.
on, Tay?
Not much, man. I just want to say what's up to the fellas. That's all. MP3, MP4, man.
Hey, man, it's all good. How's everything your way?
Man, everything is lovely. I can't complain, man.
Hey, that's good, man. Glad to hear.
Yes, indeed, man. Much love and
Man.
appreciation, man.
That was a nice spot. Well, I'm sorry, son. You go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just saying, Tay is one of the realest fighters you'll ever meet. Fighters and people, man. I'm telling you, support, love. Tay is as real as they come.
Hey, that's what I say about y'all.
Yes, sir. Always. Hey, man, congratulations on your last bout. Very impressive. And how you Man, you folded that guy up like laundry, man.
Yeah, you made me do it. I heard your commentary. I said, man, let me
Oh,
get
you
him.
did?
I heard your commentary. I heard you talking on the side.
It getting hype. Okay. That's what's up right there.
Yes,
Yeah,
indeed,
man.
Yes,
Good
indeed.
seeing you, man. Good
seeing
seeing
as
you, my
well.
brother. For
Yes,
real.
Definitely, Tay.
Yes, sir.
Indeed, man. Y'all have a good night.
Hey, same you now. Take care.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right.
Appreciate
Peace now.
it. Yeah, man. That's dope. You commentated his last fight?
And this last one, yeah.
Oh, would he knock the guy with the mouthpiece?
Oh man. Oh my goodness, man. He froze that guy, man. Man,
Yeah.
he took his soul with those shots that he was landing. He took that guy's soul, man.
It was beautiful. That was a beautiful knockout.
It was devastating. Beautiful.
Yeah, the stab to the body. The stab to the body.
Yes, that setup. The setup was nice.
Yeah, the setup was beautiful, man. And 168, man. You kind of filling out now. You're 23 years old, right? You filling out?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How you like 168? Or you feel comfortable there? You gonna squeeze down to 60, or you gonna stay at 68?
I love 68. I feel like right now, especially in my career, it's a great weight for me because I'm not on world championship level just yet, and it's good for me to be fighting at this weight because throughout training, I don't have to consistently be worried about weight. I can focus on improving my skills. I can focus on getting stronger, getting better, and stuff like that. Because to be completely honest with you, weight is one of the things that a lot of people don't talk about in terms of how much it affects a fighter, not just the day of weigh-ins, but leading up to the fight.
Yeah.
Because some fighters continuously worry about the weight throughout camp. It's extremely stressful, not only on the fighter, but on the team. When it comes to training, the fighter may not be as strong. They may be losing strength and stuff like that. But I just personally feel like when I can just focus on my skills and stuff and getting better, camp runs a lot smoother. I'm a lot happier to be in camp.
Right.
And I can just overall just be myself, you know what I mean? But to be honest with you, if the day ever came to where I was on the world level or something like that and the right fight at 160 popped up, I could try, but I would definitely have to bring in a nutritionist and people that can really just do everything by the numbers because cutting yourself down those 8 extra pounds, it has to be right. Everything has to be right because if you cut corners and stuff like that, you can hurt yourself not only leading up to the fight, but during the fight. So everything has to be right.
Right. What goes on behind the scenes, Dad, in terms of preparing your son for a fight on your end?
Well, normally if they, if he needs me for something, like helping to set up sparring or, paying to get hotel rooms, the travel, so forth and so on. That's when I come in. Or sometimes, I'll watch a whole bunch of different fights, especially from the 80s and the 90s, some from the 70s as well. There's certain things that I'll do, and I'll send him a clip. Hey, you need to check this out. I think this is extremely important because I think it applies to you based on your style of fighting, or, there's something that he may have been, like hitting the bag or hitting the mitts or something like that, or even in sparring, and I'll freeze, like a frame in the video, and I'll send it to him like, hey, here's something I saw, and I think that you need to work on that, later on down the line.
Got that. Kyle, you kind of, Kyle, Powell family, Kyle.
What's up, man? Y'all doing?
Oh, hey, what's happening now? What's going on?
Go ahead, Kyle, say something.
Man, light-skinned brothers in here, Frank, you outnumbered.
You got to come out and come back in. You got a bad connect. How is the 168-pound division in your eyes, MP3?
It's you got some pretty interesting characters out there. I think me personally, it used to be a fairly quiet division, not anymore. So now it's like, You know, it's not a who's who anymore. It's like, okay, we have some names and we have some fighters that can really fight. And so now it's like, okay, if you want to be great, you just might as well get ready to step on out there. Don't try to creep up. You really can't creep in the 168-pound weight division. You're either going to be out there or you're not. It's just that simple to me. It's pretty tight. Don't worry about Canelo right now. Forget it. Right now, just focus on everyone else outside of Canelo because he's Mr. Untouchable. We know why. It's okay. But just go ahead, get on in there. Eventually, if he moves up, he keeps moving up, he'll fade out of the super middleweight division. These other guys, including Money, can actually get in there and fight for these titles.
Kyle?
Man,
your connection's still bad. Yeah, it's terrible.
Hold on.
Yeah. What? MP4. What was your impression of Caleb Plant and the Canelo fight?
Caleb Plant boxed a great fight. I thought his footwork was nice, punch selection was nice, hand speed was nice, and the reflexes and everything was very sharp. I felt like he was on point. He was looking great. I feel like he wasn't given enough justice for the things that he was doing, but he just got caught. I won't say that Caleb Plant is, some people disregard his power, but you're not going to become a world champion if you have absolutely no power. The power of just feathers in your face. He has punching power, but it just wasn't enough to deter Canelo. And Canelo is always going to be Canelo. He's consistent with what he does. That's what makes him good, because he does the same thing in every fight, and consistency is what basically gives people opinion, solid opinion about who you are, because when you're consistently doing good, people's opinion on you is typically consistently going to be good. Right. And he did his thing. Caleb got caught. As the fight started wearing on, I know he started falling behind something. I know he started falling behind some, but all in all, I'm still proud of him. I feel like he was a champion from the United States. The people from Mexico backed the Mexican champions. People from the Ukraine will back the Ukrainian champions. Russians will do the same. Caleb Plant was from here in the United States, so I backed the United States champion, win or lose. Proud of him. He did his thing. He went out on the shield, and he'll be back.
How would Jamal Charlo fare against Canelo?
I love that fight. Me being in the ring personally with Jamal myself. Jamal is big. He has a great jab. He's strong, and I know a lot of people probably may count him out, but you can never count somebody like Jamal Charlo out. He's very good at what he does. Like I said, he sticks to the basics, and he's very good at keeping it basic. He's strong. He's got great counters and stuff like that. He's a smart fighter when you're in the ring with him. And I think his size, not just him being big, because I know Calvin Smith was big too, but Jamal is also a force that doesn't really believe in going backwards either. And like I said, the jab alone, Canelo has to get past. So I think it'll be a great fight. Like I said, we know what Canelo is going to do. It's really just about what Jamal is going to do if that fight ever did happen, but it would be a great fight. And it by no means would be one-sided for either one of them. I believe it would be a hard fight.
He's very statuous in the ring. How's his athleticism? How's he in terms of his movement? Is he agile, or does he really stand tall and move forward?
He's not a guy you're necessarily gonna see get up on his toes and start floating around the ring or anything like that. He moves, but Jamal, like I said, he's more of a strong force when he's in the ring. He likes to impose his will. But like I said, at the same time, though, he has good foot placement. He's not a guy you're gonna see just jump up on his toes and dance around the ring. But he's been at that world level for a long time because he is good, and he can move when he wants to. And that jab he has really helps him dictate the fight, dictate how he's gonna move and stuff like that. I think a lot of times people tend to judge fighters a little too hard based off of one performance. You know, if you have one bad night, everybody's like pointing fingers, like look. But like I said earlier, opinion should be based off of consistency when it comes to performances, not just one fight. That's not fair to a fighter. That's not fair to any fighter in general, because you're not always going to look unstoppable. And I think sometimes people get too caught up in he has to dominate from round 1 to round 12, get the knockout, not get touched, not being any kind of you know, pull and tug. There shouldn't be no kind of thing like that at all. So anytime you're in any kind of fight that involves you having to bite down and fight and it's competitive, they're gonna point fingers at you. And like I said, it's not fair to fighters because you're not gonna look like Superman every single night. Everybody, even though the greats, they have nights where, you know, may not look unstoppable, but but just to get back to the question, yeah, Jamal can move. He's good, and I would love to see that fight, and I would hope for him to win.
Right? No, definitely. How soon, Dad? How soon can you anticipate a title eliminator?
A title eliminator for Money?
Yeah.
I would say in about 18 months, maybe 2 years max. Maybe 2 years max. It just depends on, you know, what happens in his next few bouts here and there. And it's like, okay, he's looking pretty good. All right, let's steer him in this direction. Let's start going with the guys in the top 15 on box rank. You know, something to actually lead you to that point, to get you in there, to get your foot in the door.
Right. And Dana Jones, he's one of the few people that may know where you were born. You know, I see you were born in one of my favorite places in the world.
Oh, Haney.
Bring back some memories. Germany. You were born in Germany, man.
Haney, Deutschland.
Yes.
Yeah.
We lived in Germany for a long time.
How many years did you live there?
I lived there for I think a total, I know from 4th grade all the way to 7th grade. I was born there too, but then we moved back here. But my dad and my mother, they had been over there longer than me.
Yeah, the total time that I was in there, I was in the Army like 24 years.
Right.
But 11 and a half were in Germany. Yeah.
Dang.
No, Kyle, it's not working. Yeah.
Oh, man. That's
Kyle,
very unfortunate.
Again, Kyle?
You can't hear me?
No.
It's just kind of distorted.
It's very
distorted. Yeah.
It's like someone blew out your subwoofer. So I'm going to kick you out.
Man, I don't know what the hell is going on.
Yeah, that's very unfortunate.
No worries. How's the lifestyle? As a kid, knowing that your dad is in the military, how would you compare America versus living in another country? Like the pros and cons. Help people with their great. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh, no, I'm sorry. When I lived in Germany, like I said, the first time I stayed over there, I was a baby, so I don't really remember much. But from 4th grade to 7th grade, I couldn't necessarily. We stayed on a military base,
right?
So it was mainly just Americans, and it's just like a gate that surrounds where the Americans stay. All of us, the Army people and stuff, and then outside of that gate is the German community and stuff like that. I was young, so I couldn't just walk off post and really just get to see Germany for myself because, you know, I was a kid. So I just stayed really in the confines of the post itself. But the culture over there, from what I can remember, from the things I did see, it is different. It's a nice country. It's a nice place. I remember when I was in elementary school, we used to have a lot of the German teachers coming in. They would teach us about the German culture. We had this thing called the Volksfest. Every single year, there was like a big fair. They would come on post and stuff like that, and it was fun. It was fun and stuff. Staying over there, being a military brat is different. Going to military schools versus going to public schools, because when I finally got out of the middle school and went to my very first public school, from what I remember, it was way different. So
Ooh.
the culture shock back here in the USA was different than being in a military school, Dodia.
Got that. Dad,
Yeah.
give us a perspective. You're an American. You're an American that's in the army in Germany, and you reside in Alabama, right? Or you moved to Alabama?
No, we had moved to Alabama at that time once we left Germany. Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
What's the mindset of a dad, soldier, black man? Can you put that into words? Because I think that's a book or a movie. Like the idea of a black soldier in Germany raising a family and relocating to Alabama. That sounds like a movie.
Oh wow. Huh. Never really thought about it like that.
Uh-huh.
No, when I have to admit to a certain extent, okay, there is a level of protection that's put over you as a military member that you're shielded from as opposed to being a civilian.
Right.
There are just some perks that you have when you're in the military. There just are. And the things that come along with that, the military helps to take care of your family. You pick up and move, you don't have to worry about anything. The military pays for that. You come out of your pocket with nothing. And okay, then finally we left from Germany, from a place really where you didn't have to deal with, as much crime. Some Germans could not understand racism here in the United States. No, they couldn't. And they were just like some that I spoke to, just shook their head. They were like, I don't understand this. I really don't. Anyway, you come back here and you do see some of that, which is quite unfortunate. And sometimes even when they saw you in uniform, certain individuals, it was like, oh man, are we really serious? All right, so you go through all of that and you get out. But the main thing is you just learn how to say, hey, look, don't fall prey to these situations. You're almost at the door. Walk out the door. Get your retirement. Take care of this. It'll help take care of your family as you move on. And that's roughly about it. But once the door closes on the military life, you're no longer, an officer or a non-commissioned officer. You're now Mr. or Miss again. And things change dramatically for you. They really do, man. But you learn how to make the, adjustments along the way, and you teach your children along the way some of the things and you teach them how not to hit walls like you did. That's roughly your job. And you just try to keep it all balanced, keep yourself calm in your mind and just move forward. That's roughly about it.
Money Powell the fourth. Could you feel like a difference in terms of social climate from Germany from the South?
Yeah, there's different.
Really?
Definitely, the social climate was different, but not necessarily just from Germany. Because I was in a Dodia school. So Dodia schools are basically just for military kids in general when you're living on post, whether it's in Germany, whether you're in Japan, or whether you're here like in Alabama, or really Fort Benning, Georgia, is where I ended up coming to. But it was still a Dodia school coming from Germany to coming here. But it wasn't until I went to high school is when I actually got out and saw the difference between being in a Dodia school versus being in an actual public school. Because though students, they're in the military, but we all come from different parts of the world. Korea, you got Germany, some Indians, black, white. It's a giant mix. But when I went to a public school for the first time, that's when it was kind of it was like a cultural shock. It was just different for me. But it was a still great experience. It was different in terms of really just about everything, how people talked, how people interacted and stuff like that. Because I grew up in a Dodia school system. So just having to, figure my way
It
through
was a
everything
culture
was
shock
different.
for him, man.
But
It was a culture shock for all of them.
my friends now, my friends now even said they knew when it was my first day of high school. They said, "You're not from around here, are you?" But yeah, it was different.
Hey, what did Richard Schaefer say when you told him you already had stamps on your passport?
Richard just laughed. I mean, he knew I was from Germany anyway, so like, hey, we send you back across the water again, Money. He told me I was gonna be going. I never suspected he was gonna be sending me overseas so early.
Oh,
I
man,
remember before my pro debut, he had
Yep.
said, I plan on flying you, have you fight in different countries and stuff. So I'm thinking, later in my career and stuff, my second fight, I'm in Paris, France. I'm like, hey, well, we're here now. That was a great experience too. I'm getting to see Paris, France. Like I said, I'm getting to see London, England. Stuff is nice. And I'm getting to do what I love to do while I'm there. So I was grateful for it, and it was definitely fun.
The obvious question: were there any thoughts at considering pro bellum? Because now Richard Schaefer is now in Dubai, and Dad.
Well, pro bellum. Oh
no, go ahead, son. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, pro bellum wasn't really on the table for us, so it wasn't necessarily in the that wasn't an option really for us to look at. So to be honest, I didn't even know Richard had started pro bellum until maybe about 2 or 3. Well, not 2 weeks, about 3 or 4 weeks ago is when I had heard about it. But I see that he's doing that now, and a couple of guys I know are signed to him.
Okay. Dad.
No, let's see. I keep in contact with Richard every once in a while, and I told him congratulations on this company. But just like Money had said, through his manager, through David, that did not pop up as an option. Right. There were a couple of other promotion companies that did pop up, but they didn't materialize. But the one that he's currently with right now, and just like Money said, they haven't formally announced it yet. So I don't want to go out there and put the cart before the horse. But they have selected him, and so we're looking for a bout on what's that? January 21st,
January
down
21st.
around the Tampa Bay area.
And who are you fighting? Do you know?
Not yet.
We're working on the opponent selection. We're going through opponent selection right now. I've already sent that out to his manager and also to the matchmaker as well. And I have requested, a name list of opponents, also ones that I'm going to send to him, plus a backup just in case of injury or COVID.
Oh yeah, you got to now.
Yeah.
Now COVID.
Right.
Yeah. How has COVID impacted your son's career?
Oh man. I mean, when a fight falls out, one is mentioned and it falls out. It seems like when it does fall out, it's literally like the week of the bout, and at that point, it's you would think that someone would just take the fight. No, they're not doing that now. These people aren't doing that anymore like they used to. So you have to have a backup. If you don't have a backup, you can just about forget it. Yeah. It's tough. It's really tough.
And now they have this variant, so hopefully this variant can calm down. So
yeah,
I hope so.
Yeah, I hope so too.
I hope so.
What I'm saying? We're gonna get you out of y'all on the East Coast, but let's go through some shotgun fights real quick. We got Errol Spence Ugas.
I think Errol Spence is gonna win.
Yeah, Errol Spence, I'm expecting Errol to win, but it won't be easy. And the reason being is because Ugas to me is the southpaw killer. He has answers for southpaws that most other righties don't. I mean, and there's nothing fancy about Ugas. He just has excellent timing and knows how to give southpaws trouble. So it should be a good fight. It won't be an easy one. I'm predicting a split decision either way.
Castano Charlo.
Go ahead, buddy.
That's a toss up because To be completely honest with you, I've seen Castano fight in person before. I fought on
Yep.
his undercard, and that guy really throws a million punches. But Charlo, I believe, has the power to stop him if he can catch him clean. But the thing is, if can you keep up the same pace? His last fight was good too, but they both hurt each other. So that's
Yeah,
a
they did.
real 50. Yeah, that's a real 50-50 fight.
That's a 50-50
So
fight. Yep.
we'll see what happens. I think for Charlo to be successful, he really just can't allow for Castano to get into any kind of rhythm, and he has to make sure that he can implement some kind of doubt, cause Castano to doubt what he's going to do. Because if you let Castano get warmed up and do what he wants to do, it can be a long night.
Right.
Castano reminds me of he's like the Argentine version of Evander Holyfield. You know,
That's a compliment.
hey, that's just what I'm seeing about him. I mean, for some odd reason, you let Castano, Money just said it, you let Castano get into his rhythm, he's not going to slow down. You're gonna fall behind, and if he catches you with some good shots, it's all over. You know, and but Jamel has the power. He does have good timing, but he's going to have to really commit himself this time. He can't afford for this guy to get going. He has to cut him off at the pass right before he is able to get on the inside. If he gets on the inside and starts cranking up those shots, it's going to be a very challenging night for Jamel.
And the last one, Benavidez Plant.
I think Benavidez will win. I think Benavidez will just try to impose his will. I think early on, Caleb Plant will be successful with moving and stuff. But just the main thing is, I just really feel like, and like I said earlier, I do believe Caleb has some kind of pop. And I'll put it to you like this: Caleb can win if he can 100% stick to his game plan in terms of he's going to have to move and box. He can't afford any kind of lulls, any kinds of laps in terms of what he's thinking. It can't be no hesitation. It has to be a consistent work rate in terms of boxing, putting punches together, turning angle. Because if he doesn't do that, Benavidez will win. Will it be by KO or decision? I don't know. But if you let Benavidez start running his hands, and he's another guy, if you let him pick up momentum, it's only going to get worse. That's why with guys like that, you have to try to put some kind of doubt in their minds as like, okay, what I'm doing is not working. Because if you can cause a person, any fighter, to start doubting their own skills, their own game plan, that's when they'll start thinking. And when a person starts thinking, they wait. And while you wait, the time is steady going by. And before you know it, the fight is over. So that's the only way Caleb can win, in my personal opinion.
I'm thinking that when I look at David Benavidez, for some odd reason, Henry Armstrong comes to mind, man. Somebody that throws tons of punches. I'm sorry, my mic was muted. When I look at David Benavidez, he's like a guy he's like Henry Armstrong. He reminds me of Henry Armstrong. He throws tons of punches. He throws tons of punches per round, and he doesn't slow down. His punch output goes up. So just like Money had said, you got to turn angles and be able to counter this guy, and you can't allow doubt to enter into your mind at any given time. I remember when, what was his name? It was Shannon Briggs. And he had, I forgot I don't know why I'm forgetting the name of his trainer. He was Mike Tyson's trainer until Mike did something and, he held a gun to his head.
Kevin Rooney?
Not Kevin Rooney. Not Kevin Rooney. Not Cuss. Nope.
Teddy Atlas?
Teddy Atlas, thank you. Teddy Atlas told him, this was April 8th, 1996, that it was the first time that Shannon Briggs lost. He told him at the end of that first round, do not allow yourself to doubt yourself. Don't allow yourself to doubt yourself. That stuck with me. And Money's right. You cannot allow for doubt to enter into your mind. I don't care who you are as a fighter. The moment that happens, you're going to give up ground. You're going to become much more silent in the game. And the next thing you know, like Money said, hey, it's all over.
Right. And before we get out of here, D Will, my story is exactly like theirs. Me and my dad lived in Lelystad, Netherlands.
Oh, they lived in the Netherlands, in Frankfurt. Okay.
For Germany on base. He have a new fan. Do you know Deutsch? Do you know Deutsch?
Deutsch. Or Dutch, not Dutch, but a little Deutsch. Bisschen nur, ja? Bisschen nur Deutsch. Ich weiß.
My dad knows it more than I do. I can count a little bit, but he knows it a lot more than I do.
That's what's up, man. We appreciate January 21st, man. Please text me so we can promote it. January 21st, 2 weeks before the fight, so we can promote it. And will there be a link where we can watch it?
If it's live streamed,
please send it.
I'll send the link. Trust me, I'll send the link to you. If it's not, hey, I'll be on the mic for his bout. I'll make sure that I have it on camera, and I'll send the highlight your way.
How challenging is it to call your son's fight?
I think it's not as difficult now as what it was a long time ago. Coming up in the amateurs, sometimes, and when I felt the bout was getting a little close, I was on edge. But now, no, not anymore. I just call it like I see it now because I know what he's capable of doing, and it's just real easy. I just have fun doing it. Yeah.
Got that.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Man, we appreciate y'all. I know y'all on the East Coast. It was a great sacrifice for y'all to come in here. I want to say thank you. Please come back sometime next year, man. We're gonna we'll definitely promote your fight on the 21st, man. We thank you for coming into the shop, man. Thank you for the sacrifice.
Thank you so much.
It's great.
Thank you for having us in.
It's great seeing y'all.
You have a blessed night.
Same to you now, my brother. You take it easy. Have a good one, okay?
All the time, dog. Appreciate it.
All right, son.
Oh yeah.
That's dope, man. We had a father and son in here. That's pretty dope.
All right now.
Appreciate you, Mr. Powell. Hey, Kyle, I didn't want to bring you back in and you got the same problem. Go ahead, Kyle.
I was scared to even say something.
Oh, it's better now. What'd you do?
Turned the phone off. Turned it back on.
Yeah, it definitely worked. It definitely worked. Definitely worked. Yeah, man. What's up, man?
Man, what's going down, Big Fred? What's happening?
Not much. So I have an idea. I want to probably start the show earlier. Start the show earlier instead of
start your show earlier.
Yeah,
like around 8,
like 7:30ish, 8 o'clock, 7:30ish, 8 o'clock.
7:30 early, man. New kids still be running around crazy.
Yeah, well, you can come in when you like. Because I put the kids to bed at 7:30, and I was thinking like maybe that because so many people say, "Oh, Fred, man, you on too late, man, you on too late," and I'm like, maybe I can make a sacrifice. You know what I mean? Put the kids to bed at 7:30. I'll start the show. Play the music. You know what I mean? Everybody, like, yes. Look at the chat. Look at the chat. Oh man. Yeah, I was thinking about that, man. Start it earlier and make it easier on the guests too. You know what I mean? Definitely make it easier for the guests, man, to come on. And Mike said, "Yes, indeed, I like."
I don't get off work until 8, man.
Oh, you don't?
That's why this 9 o'clock be perfect.
Oh, well, you come in at 8:30. 8:30, so you'll catch the second hour. You know what I mean?
How long you gonna do the show for?
2 hours, same time. And you can start your show earlier. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then we get out of here at 9:30. It's still early for me. I can go charge the car. I can, you know what I mean, do what I need to do. And I still have the rest of the night. I can go out. You know what I mean? Because 9 o'clock, I can't go out. I can't, and it's harder on the guests. Like he's outside in his car because he don't want to wake his family up. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. I want to take into consideration. I'm just guessing he didn't want to wake it. But that's what I was just thinking. So maybe we'll try it in a couple of weeks. Maybe like they go back to school. This is the second week. Next week will be the third week. So that following Monday we'll try it 7:30, or that Sunday we'll try it at 7:30 and see what it feels like. see what it feels like. So we'll start the show at 7:30. I'll be posting it. So we'll go 7:30 to like 9:30 and all that, man. You know what I mean? We'll do it like that. So yeah, man. What's up, man? So everything good?
Oh yeah, man. Just trying to promote this damn thing.
Mm-hmm.
Get this thing going.
You got a trailer? You gotta give something people to share.
That's all I got is that. You know what I mean? That's all I got.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Hell, I don't want to ask the nigga do nothing else. Shit, by the time he met the trailer, the shit be out.
Yeah. You were so excited. You wanted it out so fast. You know what
Dog,
I mean?
man, no, bro, we recorded that like a year ago, damn near 2 years ago.
Yeah, but you haven't promoted it for a year.
Yeah.
We don't know you took a year to make it. You know
that
what I mean?
Motherfucker, man.
Anyways, Kambosos tells pretty interesting conversation I want to have, man. Kambosos tells Haney to sell his jewelry to make the fight. What were your thoughts when you read that?
I mean, it's something that it's just a sucker. It's just sucker move, man. It's you know what I'm saying? It's sucker talk.
Mm-hmm.
You know, these dudes don't, bro. They always talk that shit like they want to fight the nigga. Then when it push come to shove, they don't want to fight the man.
Mm-hmm.
He basically and Devin Haney allowed it. This is second person that's gotten so much clout off of his name. He got to stop letting niggas do. See, that's one thing I love about Tank. He ain't let you get no shine off of him, bro. He gonna nip that shit right in the bud. I'm top dog and leave it alone. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Do you think that the way Kambosos move, the way other fighters move, is that intentional by the business of boxing?
Absolutely, man. You think they want to see a young nigga ball like that? Come on, man.
Or should he be balling? Or should he be investing?
Either way, nigga, it's his money. He do what the fuck he want with it. Shit, he don't want taking them punches. Shit, I ain't. I'm just saying, we don't know what the nigga investing in. You know what I'm saying? You know?
Facts.
We only listen. Social media only gives you what they want you to get.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Shit. I just got a box of clothes in the mail. I ain't posting on social media. You know what I'm saying? People post what they want you to see.
Right. Yeah. Great point. Do you think that they're Xing out black fighters? Like trying to pigeonhole them and corner them and make them and put them on the begging market?
Yep. Because that's exactly what they got us doing. They got Shakur Stevenson begging for Oscar Valdez. They got Devin Haney begging for just any goddamn body. Mm-hmm. You know? And you know, the more I think about this Floyd shit and how they handle Gervonta Davis, you kind of got to. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you kind of got to what?
Do it how they doing it.
Well, I don't understand that. Help me.
Like, fight who the fuck you want to fight. Instead of trying to like beg this nigga to fight me or beg that nigga to fight me. Because the one time they went against the grain, Ryan Garcia backed out. He said he gonna fight Pacquiao. Remember that shit?
Uh-huh.
So people saying like, oh, they ain't fought nobody, oh, he ain't fought nobody, he ain't fight nobody. But like, dog, they haven't had the opportunity to fight these people. I mean, we could say Devin Haney for sure. Listen, Gary Russell got to bag niggas. Shakur Stevenson got to bag niggas. Devin Haney got to bag niggas. You know what I'm saying? Boo Boo Andre got to bag niggas. Who else? Who else got to bag? Shit, Cool Boy Steph had to beg for Brandon Figueroa to get in the ring with him. I mean, the list goes on and 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 on. You know what I'm saying? Jamal Charlo begging for the Canelo fight. You know? That's just what it be. They got us begging for shit. You know what I mean? And that's the fucked up part because Floyd had to do the same thing. Remember that? Floyd had to beg too. Did anybody want to fight Floyd? Diego Corrales was like, man, I'm tired of this motherfucker talking. Let me see what he about. So it was luck. You know what I'm saying? He got lucky. Devin Haney had to beg for every person at 135. I mean, just beg. Like the Temptations, man. And then Mauricio Suleiman don't make it no easier for the nigga. You know? Because now he do this belt shit. You know what I'm saying? I think that was a ploy. I think they paid that nigga to do that shit, man. How the hell do you petition for something? Well, what's the petition got to do? Like what all it entails with the petition of the WBC? You know, motherfucker probably got paid twice, 3 times. Cause you say it can't be transferred, then Tifimo got it. You know? Mighty ridiculous, if you ask me.
Do you think we need to fight each other?
Yeah, we're gonna have to. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to. I tell you what they need to do. I tell you what they need to do though. They need to come together more and just say fuck it. You know what I mean? Come see, they too busy arguing with each other and wanting to fuck each other over instead of building each other up. I think if you got Gervonta Davis and Devin Haney building each other up, you know what I'm saying? People gonna have to want to fight them two niggas because they know them the two top dogs. So both them niggas just talk to each other. Like even if they never fight, even if they don't fight each other, even if they never fight at all, Fred, if they just talk shit to each other the whole time, like friendly competition, like oh man, them other motherfuckers ain't shit. The only person that's worth fighting is Devin Haney. The only person worth fighting is Gervonta Davis. Them other niggas is chumps. They don't want to fight. You know what I'm saying? And then you build each other up, and then everybody will be like, well, you know what? Them motherfuckers is bums. We don't want to watch them motherfuckers fight. Then the focus is on you. You know what I'm saying? But they every time they get a chance to build each other up, oh man, he ain't shit. I'm not giving that side. I am fucking ain't. You know what I mean? Whoa. But get a Mexican nigga pass though. You know what I'm saying? So in my opinion, that's what I think. You know what I'm saying? I could be wrong. I could be right. But I feel like I'm right. You know what I'm saying?
817, what's up?
What's up with it, y'all?
Light skin for the win, man. What's going on, man? My nigga Johnny Gill in the building.
All the time. Say, man, I gotta give a shout out to L Boxing, man. That boy so on point, man. He always got the details, you know what I'm saying? And the details is what you need to fill in the blanks. And to fill in the blanks here, I mean, I had some questions and I was hypothesizing too, you know what I'm saying, on what it really is. But, you know, L and Tay brought it to the forefront. Say, man, Devin is suffering from going independent. He fucked up when he went independent, man. You know what I'm saying? Bob told everybody in plain sight that Dev fucked up when, you know what I'm saying, he signed with Eddie. When Dev went independent, he pissed off Bob. And then he signed with Eddie, and that just made it doubly worse. And that's why he can't get no fights with top-ranked fighters. That's why they icing him out. And I believe it's a concerted effort with him and Mauricio Suleiman. I believe some money exchange hands. You feel what I'm saying? To try to push Dev out of 135. And the issue with Kambosos fighting Dev is this. If Lou DiBella make a deal and they fight, you know what I'm saying, and with Eddie Hearn, then you done made the ultimate fuck up with Bob, and Bob not fucking with you no more. So that's what they looking at. You know what I'm saying? Because even if you do get a Dev fight, I mean, L-Dub made a great point, man. L-Dub say, man, you know, he do 2 and 3 fight deals all the time. Why not do a 3-fight deal with Kambosos and promise him 2 fights with Dev, a fight and a rematch? After them 2 times, you know what I'm saying, his name gonna be ringing enough to get another fight with a quality 135-pounder. But then the question is, what 135-pounder do he get a fight with next that ain't under top rank, that's name ringing good enough for him to fight after Haney? He might not be able to command a tank fight at that point. You feel what I'm saying? So, I mean, you look at it. Yeah, you can get a Devin fight, but what other fight you gonna get at 135 pounds that's worth the fuck? That ain't with a top ranked fighter. And that's what Bob holding over his head. What y'all think about that?
Man, I mean, it sounds good. It sounds good. You know what I'm saying? But I just think it's just, man, I really just think niggas need to just do a Jake Paul. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Punch on celebrities. Because niggas don't give a fuck anyway. You know what I'm saying? He got all he bringing all the money that you could think in. He bringing it all in. Fuck it. Just fight niggas. Just fight anybody since you can't get a fight no way.
Yeah, I just feel like, you know what I'm saying, he alienated himself by going independent and then doing the deal with Eddie or whatever. That's, you know, Bob can't stand Eddie. You know, you did. And then who got the T.O. fight? Who bid it on the T.O. fight more than Top Rank? It was Eddie. He the one who put on the T.O. fight. He never wanted T.O. to be on Eddie Network. And that's something that had to happen because of the purse bid situation. So, I mean, they can't stand each other, bro. And I see why Kambosos, all the rest of the shit is a stunt. Because on the cool, the Bella the one who, you know what I'm saying, the Bella the one who don't want to make the move. Because again, what other opponents he gonna have at 135 pounds? Y'all give me another opponent that he gonna have at 135 pounds that ain't with Top Rank after he fight Devin.
That's the point. You got a point.
So I think that's why a lot of these young fighters at them weights end up fighting or end up signing with Top Rank. Because when you think about competition and being able to get fights and be out there, who the hell you gonna fight at them lower weights, you know, with other promotional companies?
I think PBC really only focus on like 3 weight classes, bro.
So I don't know. That's just what I'm thinking about it. I just think that the Bella in a rock in a hard place. You know what I'm saying? He want to continue to have opponents for Kambosos. And the only way to do that is to go with Top Rank. But Bob don't want to pay. So, you know, Dev, of course, can make the most money, but you don't have any opponents after Dev, even if you do a 2 or 3 fight deal. But I'm going to back out and see what somebody else got to say. Salute to y'all, man.
Appreciate you. So you think Dev should give Kambosos a 3-fight deal? Is that what he's saying?
I don't know. I wouldn't do shit. Fuck that nigga. I fuck all them niggas, man. You know?
I think that I think black fighters need to come together and unify. That's the real unification. It's the black fighters unifying and going to and creating their own. Stop squeezing yourself in. You know what I mean? Wanting validation, wanting to fight these people will only put you in the position that you were in prior to fighting them. I genuinely don't believe that fighters put them. I don't think fighters think long term. I think too many fighters think money. Oh, I got the bag. I got all this money. I think that's the problem. They don't set themselves up for the long haul. Because when you look at, let's look at Mayweather Promotion. Mayweather Promotions said they didn't have money for Devin Haney, but have money for Mario Barrios, Oscar Cruz, Isaac Cruz, and what's the other guy's name? Gamboa, right? And say they don't have money for Devin Haney. Now, because they went that route, now now Tank Davis is in a precarious position. You know, by their own admission, they don't have enough money for an upper tier fighter, and those upper tier fighters are black, and they don't want to break bread with one another. So, in addition to the business of boxing pushing them out, you got the guy who could have literally changed boxing forever, and he has every right to do it. he's buying Birkin bags, and wearing them. He's not giving them to the girls. He's actually wearing it. He's wearing thigh-high boots, man. And he's playing a game of how much of a woman can I look like and still be masculine? Too many men are playing that dumb game. I think it's retarded. A man wearing boots, man, with 2 earrings in his ear. And I don't know if Floyd got his ears pierced or not, but you got 2 earrings in your ear, and you wearing thigh-high boots, and Kevin Hart sitting on a man's lap, and I mean, it's I don't understand it, and I genuinely believe that Floyd set us back to the position of the Pernell Whitaker days. Floyd could have changed the sport of boxing forever, and he could have done it with his own money. He didn't need, listen, for real. If Floyd was a full-time promoter, he wouldn't need Showtime's money at all. Man, when I say not a dime of it, Don't you know there's so many celebrities that just want to touch the hem of Floyd Mayweather's garment? Don't you know that? Kyle, go to bed, man. Go to bed, man. You ain't got to. You understand what I'm saying? There's so many celebrities that just want to take a picture with Floyd. He can convince them to be sponsors. He can convince them to retweet, repost. They'll do anything Floyd tell them to do. But he didn't maximize that deal. And now we are in a precarious position. Now they got I heard today, I heard a while back, someone from PBC told me, check this out. David Benavidez is going back to Arizona in March 12th. He's fighting, right? He's fighting March 12th against David Lemieux. He just fought in November, December, January, February, March. He's fighting in 120 days. That's 4 months, right? That puts him on track to fight 3 times in 1 year, right? In a calendar year. The other kid, Verduna, is fighting for, he's fighting Fundora, thank you. He's fighting 90 days after his last fight. Who had the black fighters don't have that turnaround. And this is why I think they need to fight each other. And people say, oh, you're going to beat up on each other. You're going to do that. No, create your own murderers row and let them fight each other and let's see who get the bigger ratings. Let's see who the fighters want to see. At the end of the day, they're going to pay for it because their ratings are going to drop. And that's how we change the sport of boxing. Bring them to my house. Bring them to the barbershop. I don't want your credential. I don't want your media room. You're going to have to come to the barbershop to disagree with me. I'm not going on your platform. I don't want your credential. I don't want your free tickets. You're going to have to come to the barbershop to get a hold of Frederick Hawthorne. You understand? So, what's up, Max?
Yo, what's good with it?
Yeah, okay.
You all right, Kyle? You doing all right over there, man?
Oh man, listen, have it's so fucking cold in this garage of mine.
You gotta get a floor heater.
What?
A floor heater.
Man, I got one, man, but that fucker gets way too hot, man. I got a whole bunch of boxes in here, man. Christmas and shit.
You gotta have one with levels, temperature. You get one with the temperature.
No, I do, but I'm telling you, even on one, it's just
no temperature, not one temperature.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. What's up, man?
I see what y'all saying about the whole Haney Kambosos situation and shit. And I mean, I don't know if Haney's big enough to do the shit that he wants to do. I mean, unfortunately, he hasn't transcended into a superstar yet where he can call his shots like that quite yet. I mean, he got his own promo company and shit, which is a good start, and he's headed in the right direction. Mm-hmm. But I think because think about it, like, even though Floyd did his own independent thing, he branched off, whatever, at the end, like, Al was still helping him. Mm-hmm. Like, he wasn't 100% by himself against the whole industry. He still had some type of backing. So, but who has Haney's back? Nobody.
Eddie Hearn.
443. What's up? Real quick.
Yeah. Listen, you made a good comment about. I would say certain black fighters don't have that turnaround because it seems like most people are fighting once a year. But why is that? Why instead of fighting 3-4 times a year? Because when you're young, that's what you're supposed to do. Because that's how you keep your name out there and build your career. So, why do you think that is that they don't fight that often?
Money.
How do you make money if you're not fighting?
Sell dope.
Come on, man. I asked you a serious question. How do you make money if you're not fighting if you're a boxer?
I answered your question. You sell dope. You do something.
It's a stupid answer. That's not an
Just
answer.
no dope on Sundays.
That is an answer.
Yeah, it's a dumbass answer. Come on, Fred, man.
Okay.
That's
Sell weed
not an
then. Sell weed. It's legal.
Yeah.
Get a job at the grocery store?
Yeah. Uber.
It just seems to me that it would be common sense to do that.
What,
because
sell
there's
weed?
nothing new. There's nothing new to the sport. There's nothing new to the sport. That's how it's always worked, to build your name and to build your brand, actually. So I don't see why that's not promoted or why that's not pushed. Because how else are the people going to get to know you? How else are you going to get to where you need to get to, where you can start making some real money, and establish your name and build your brand? How?
I mean, if I could interject a little bit, I think some of it might have to do with just culture and who leads the culture in these certain. I mean, if you look at, historically, Mexican, Latino fighters have been known to just fight anybody all the time, never scared. Like a lot of them have great resumes, from Oscar to Julio to even, Canelo's resume is whatever, but you can still say spot a lot of people. And then you got the other culture where it's like, once I get money, I am the bag. People need to come to me. I don't need to chase nobody. It's a whole.
That's the narrative that's pushed in this era. That's not how it's always been.
But this era is what we're talking about, though.
Yeah, but that's something that's pushed in this era. And you just brought up Oscar and all of them. They're not from this era, so no, you weren't talking about this era.
So I'm saying, you got, like he said, you got Benavidez, you got Pandora, you got Canelo, fought like 4 times this year. That part still stands. I think the young, flashy, fly shit probably just started more recently this era, as far as young American boxers.
And that ain't helping nobody to do nothing. Because to me, I'm going to jump off in a second so I don't keep repeating myself, because it's common sense to me, but common sense don't seem that common nowadays. Because if I'm your trainer, if I'm your promoter, I'm going to tell you, look, we're going to start off with some C fighters. We're going to work our way up to some B fighters, and we're going to fight at least 3 or 4 times a year based on how much damage you take in the fight. If I see that you had a rough fight, then we're gonna cut it short one, right? So you can get more rest in, but we're gonna finish the year strong. And that's the way I would work it, just to keep them fresh. Because you're not supposed to fight tough. You fight tough, and then you fight kind of, like a mid-range. You don't fight easy, but you fight a mid-range just to keep you sharp. And that's the way it's always been. But y'all have a good night. That whole selling drugs, I know you're trying to be funny, but it ain't funny. It's not funny at all.
I will call it crack then.
I come this way
I started it too late, man. I was trying to play it shit bad.
9, what's up?
Damn, I almost stopped you from getting out of here. Yeah, man, that boy crazy, man. He must have watched your show, man. He must have watched your show. If he knew, he would just pay attention to what these fighters need to be doing outside of the ring. You talk more about investments than probably any other boxing YouTube channel. So and why these dudes ain't fighting all these times is because of money. He acting like it's 100 dates for these guys to fight 5 times a year. Ain't no money out there for that. Unless you sign with Louis DeCubas or Samson Boxing, and they're gonna pay for your date.
Yeah.
And they're gonna pay for your date.
Right.
Al Heyman, or listen, you want to get cheated up in Minnesota, we got dates for you. You know, like, what you want? You want to go deal with the fraud guy up in Minnesota and get cheated like the Fox brothers? We got a date for you. It ain't no money out there. That's why these dudes can't get dates. He acting like they're choosing not to fight. Maybe that's Gary Russell who chooses to fight once a year. These other dudes,
but even him, he ain't choosing not to fight. He been asking for Little Santa Cruz for years. So and Mex said some bullshit. Them niggas don't want to fight everybody at all times. That shit ain't true. Because Oscar Valdez still ain't got in the ring with Shakur Stevenson. So Ryan Garcia ain't got in the ring with no fucking body. So that's some bullshit.
I ain't even talking about the ducking and not wanting to fight. I'm talking about looking at the calendar when Al Heyman say, who gonna pay for these dates? Louis DeCubas and Samson, they got their bread ready. The dude up in Minnesota, he got his bread ready. So if these black fighters, whoever they handlers are, they better talk to Al, get the bread ready, and pay up and get their dates. If not, they're gonna be fighting once a year on undercards while the Latin brothers are fighting 5-6 times a year. Fandor, he on 5 fights in 8 months. During the pandemic, where they supposed to be no money, man, everybody's gonna wake up and see what's going on. And for him to call in and act, oh, why aren't these black fighters fighting more? And Fred was joking when he said sell dope and shit. He's just joking about what Broner talking about he gonna do. He's just saying like, shit, watch his channel. He's telling you, I watched one of me and him got disagreements on a whole nother level about other stuff. But I watched this video earlier and you talked about investing money, ways to make $1 million in a year. When these dudes are touching $500,000-$600,000 cash in one night. And then they go trick off 200-400, then they probably got to borrow 100 from Al. And of course, if you ain't fighting once a year, now you in debt to Al. So these dudes ain't talking because it's just like the street. When niggas owe you money, they ain't talking. You know what I mean? Them dudes owe Al. They owe Al front advance just like an artist. These dudes is like broke rappers and they waiting on dates to get a fight. So they better represent themselves better or they better figure out a way to sell some tickets, some seats, or feel like going to get cheated in Minnesota. So whatever your choice is, maybe they better learn Spanish and act like they black Latinos like Rigondeaux and Ugas. So they better figure out something called the Cubans, and that's the only way they're gonna get a fight. If not, it's gonna be guys keep calling in talking about why these guys ain't fighting. So I'm gonna catch y'all later, man. Tell these dudes watch the videos, man. Me and him disagree. He know why me and him disagree because he know where I'm from. He already know where I'm from. He know what organization I represent. But when it comes to making money, the philosophy of strengthening black on black, he ain't lying about what he's talking about. So if these fighters ain't paying attention, it's their fault. At this point, it's their fault. You said, what'd you say earlier? I gave you $1 million worth of free game today. Yeah. And I don't know how many of them, some of them, listen, the thing about it, when somebody gives you $1 million worth of free game, you don't got to make $1 million off the game. If you make 1,000, 10,000, or 100,000 off of that $1 million worth of game, you did right. Dudes got to start thinking smarter. $1 plus 1 always equal 2. You can never get $1 million if you don't make 100. So start with making 100. All right, Chris.
Appreciate you, dog. Hopefully you're not freezing down there. I know you're in Colorado. Freezing. Andre, what up, big homie? I appreciate your support all the time. You know boxing in bad shape when you have Ruiz begging for a fight. The man made over $20 million from Hearn and the Saudi Prince. Boxing. Yeah, man. That motherfucker back. He bought too many Rolls Royces and gold chains, man. He got to be the dumbest. I ain't gonna sit here and lie and say I was sitting there. I was sitting there like another dumb purchase, another dumb tattoo, another dumb purchase.
Bro, the nigga got an ass tat.
No, he didn't.
What?
Bro.
What?
The nigga got a tattoo on his ass, man.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm cool on that. Then I'm cool.
I don't need to see proof.
I'm cool on him. I'm cool on him.
Yeah, hey, he fucked up the belt stuff.
How?
Remember what they was gonna do? If he would have beat if he'd beat Anthony Joshua, they was gonna make a PBC belt. Remember that?
He didn't fuck the belts up. Man, the PBC, what they? Man, PBC wasn't gonna make no belt. The money was gone by then, Kyle. Money gone. Money.
Nah, they still had money back in them days. That was before COVID.
Oh, that was a month before COVID, right?
Nah, nigga. When he lost to Anthony Joshua, that fucked him. If he'd have beat Anthony Joshua, that'd have been good to go. We'd have had him and Deontay Wilder for all the belts.
Nah, I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, how many times do you think a top tier fighter should be fighting a year?
Minimum 3. Minimum
3. So every 4 months?
Twice at the max. I mean, at the minimum.
Twice? Shit, I think twice is a con job.
Well, what I'm saying is, but once ain't enough because being inactive, that's how you lose fights.
Once ain't enough.
Not at all.
And I think we saw with Tevin Farmer, 5 is too many. You know what I mean? Because he was on a run, and then that JoJo fight, he shouldn't have took it that soon.
Right. Minimum 3 times a year. Daniel, who are you, Daniel? Do you know? Have we had Daniel 43, 42 too in there before? I got
click the top. Click the nigga. Click the 3 dots and see what the YouTube say.
Authenticated with YouTube. Is that good?
What did it say though? What's the name on there?
Oh, he tried to trick us. Nah, I ain't. Tay, good one, dog. Good one. Yeah, you ain't coming in here, dog. You ain't about to trick us.
Oh man.
Tay 445. Nah, I ain't falling for that, dog. Nah.
Yeah, nigga. Hey, Fred.
Peace, homie.
I got shown dick, so you won't have to. You know what I'm saying?
I remember that day.
I cussed that motherfucking weirdos, man.
Super weirdos. Nah.
So if Devin don't get that fight, does he just move up? That's it? The end of the.
He can't move up because his power is in that belt. Who you gonna go to 140?
What power, Fred? What power?
That's the whole point. I'm trying to get to you guys to take the power away from them. He can't go up to 140 because guess what? Bob Arum got all the belts. He got to stay at 135 until he's in position. And they already see, here's the catch. November 27th, the WBC posted the new undisputed unified champion of the world. That's what they said. Yeah. New undisputed unified champion of the world. November 27th. And then they redid it again today. I'm like, why is everybody mad? They said it the other day. I mean, he said it in an interview. So obviously it's more polarizing when you say it. So I would agree. But Gary and Devin would not be in this position if they would have fought each other.
Somebody would have had to come out on top.
Someone would have came on top, but the fight would have been so good, it would have been a rematch. The fight would have been explosive. That fight would have been a great fight. High level IQs, athleticism, intellect, boxing IQ. I mean, it just would have been.
That would have took the power away from the promoters, bro.
We gotta take the power away from these son of a biscuits.
And listen, my bad, Fred. I'm gonna cut you off. Let me tell you this. Mm-hmm. This is the thing about it, though. Al Hammond is a promoter. I don't give a fuck what his titles say he is.
He's a promoter. Sure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro. Like you think for 1 second that he man, listen. I don't give a fuck what they say the paperwork said, brother. He wasn't gonna be able to fight Devin Haney without Al Hammond. I don't give a fuck what he talking about. You know, I told him that on the show.
Who's that? Who wasn't gonna be able to fight him?
Gary Russell was not gonna be able to fight without Al Hammond. I don't give a fuck what nobody talking about, man.
Right.
Nigga, fucking Mayweather couldn't even do a fucking stream fight without Showtime. And who you think behind that shit?
But how do you take the power away from people that haven't been in power for so fucking long?
Man,
you know what I mean?
Fred, I told you 343 times already. For instance, say what y'all want about the white boy. Bingo. He giving y'all the blueprint, and y'all still ain't on social media trying to break eggs on your phone.
What you talking about, Jake Paul?
Yeah. I mean, listen, bro. This is the thing. I talked to so many boxers, hundreds of them. Hell, thousands of them, right? They all want to just be boxers. That's the problem. Niggas just want to be boxers. They don't want to be nothing else but boxers. They want other people to handle the shit.
But if the boxing community as a whole kind of feels like Jake Paul's not a real boxer, those are not real fights, then they would have no reason to try to blackball him. They're just like, all right, go do your little circus over there. Where like with the actual fighters involved, they're like, nah, like you're in this umbrella, you're not. So we're gonna blackball, because if you do try to take the power away, how are you gonna get dates? How are you gonna get venues? You're gonna have to start fighting in cities that aren't known as fighting cities. You're gonna have to fight at venues that aren't known to be fighting venues. You're really gonna have to start from the ground up to work on it. And if you're already in the middle of your career,
that's the life that you chose. But at the end of the day, bro, I'd rather have 100% of everything than 10% of something.
it depends. I mean, as long as in the end you get more.
Like me and Fred was talking last night. Remember me and Fred was talking about last night, and I was like, man, I want 100%. He said, man, you're gonna have to work harder than that. You're gonna work harder trying to get the $7, and when you might as well just put it on the platform. And I was like, well, shit, I need that whole $7. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to share it with them niggas. You know what I'm saying? That's how you gotta be though. It's gonna be harder. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna you ain't gonna get the same machine to push you. But at the end of the day, nigga, it's yours. You're in charge. You're in charge of your own destiny, bro. So if you go to a smaller venue, I go to Philly for fights all the time, dude. They doing that shit.
They
doing that. Nigga, fuck the big look. Nigga, this is the thing. We so worried about what people think about us that we don't give a fuck about what we think about ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, if I'm Devin Haney, fuck that belt. I'm a get out the mud. You know what belt I'm gonna try to go after? The WBL or the IBF.
No, you don't fuck these belts. Don't go out.
No. Listen,
okay.
Fred. Listen to what I'm saying though.
Go ahead.
Like, he need leverage though. You get what I'm saying? He's a black fighter. He don't get the same hookup as other fighters. He a black fighter. He got it. He need something until he can elevate it, and until he can get a fight and elevate. He need that little belt. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is the belt that he got right now ain't worth shit. So I would start off by Kobeing that fucking belt in the trash. You know what I'm saying? And what I'm saying is, like, this is why I say what I'm saying. Because if you go into a route where you do the IBF or WBO, whatever, you'll get mandatory fights. You end up being ranked, going up, getting ranked. You get what I'm saying? So then you end up being a mandatory. And those particular belts, if it's not a unification bout, you go get your chance. The WBC, they just saying fuck you. You know what I'm saying? They saying fuck you plenty of times.
Yeah, I think Haney needs to use his situations as his promo also. Like, talk every day about, you see what they're doing to me, you see what they're doing to me, you see what they're doing to me, like till it becomes just a broken record where every platform, everything is like, every time he talks, like kind of like Marshawn did with the whole, I was happy to be here. Like, it became something where you already know you gonna ask Devin Haney a question, it's gonna be, they trying to blackball me, they're not giving me fights. Like, be like more and more and more vocal to the point that now the public is demanding shit. You got other platforms that might not even be interested in being like, is Devin Haney really getting blackballed? And start really getting that narrative going, because if you only say it once every now and then, once a month in an interview, that shit gonna get lost in the YouTube algorithm, and it's gonna be cool. We heard it one day and we ain't heard from you in a month. Like use it as your own promo. What's going on in your life? Use it as your fucking promo.
Man, these fighters are cowards, man. These fighters are cowards. Ain't no fighter gonna say, "Oh, boxing is blackballing me." They ain't gonna say that shit. They ain't gonna say the WBC is a piece of crap. They ain't gonna say the WBA framed me in Minnesota. We had the father on, we had the son on. None of them said it.
That's crazy too. That's crazy.
The whole world saw it. The whole world saw it, and no one, and the dad didn't even say. I'm like, everybody sitting there like, we ready to charge with you, but you just it's cool.
I mean, like they said, don't bite the hand that feeds you, but don't starve for the one that doesn't either. You know what I mean? Like it. But I mean, this is a game they signed up for. This is a game they play. They know that this boxing politics have always been some of the deepest shit in American history. It's not just boxing. Like everyone knows the backdoor politics of boxing since the early days of it. It's been that since Jack Johnson days of it. It's been here. Like. And that's why it's like it's hard to uproot that tree that's so deeply rooted in fucking this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
all it takes is one. All it takes is one. LeBron James, and we always get our opportunity. LeBron had the chance.
Yeah.
In the bubble, he said, "Nah, I'm gonna sell these Nike shirts." You know what I mean? He didn't. He had the chance to shut it down. When I say he could have went in history books. Now he's just going in sports almanacs. You know what I mean? I'm serious.
Yeah.
I was sitting. They said he stormed out of the meeting. I'm like, I want to see what's gonna happen in the morning. Like I'm sitting there waiting. Like, okay, you got the little kids in China making your shoes. You got Black Lives Matter. Kid just got murdered. You're literally playing the team. I think they was playing Milwaukee, or Milwaukee was something. Something happened. Milwaukee didn't show up to the game, which put pressure on LeBron, right? And he knew he was favored to win the championship. So now, are you going to make a sacrifice, LeBron? All right, and he did not. And now we fast forward to boxing. Fighters, are you going to carry the belt that's hindering? That's literally hindering the hundreds of fighters that are underneath you. Not you, because you're the cash cow, but will you make the sacrifice for everyone in the sport?
Yeah. I'm glad you said that too, because one thing I've always, in the talks of the past 5 years with all the social shit, I've always said everybody wants equality when it means that you gain something that you don't have, but no one wants equality when it means you have to give up something for other people to get on your level.
Right.
Like, no one wants to give back because he's behind them. We're just like, why can't I have that? I want to be equal with that person. But you're not realizing the people behind you aren't equal with you. So you really don't want equality. Like, it's not that.
There's no such thing as equality, man. Let's just be honest about this shit. There's no such thing, man.
It never will be. And yeah, we could.
And honestly, people don't deserve it. Like because you need to work for this shit. You can't get it handed to you.
Don't deserve it. Great.
Right.
Love it. People don't deserve it. Oh, that's power. That hit me in my chest. People don't deserve it.
What you mean by they don't deserve it?
People, like, some people don't deserve equality, like, to be handed to them. Like, if you're just gonna sit on your ass and think things in life should be given to you because X, Y, Z, like, that's not how this shit works. Because there's people that don't got the shit that worked their whole life to get somewhere, and you think you should have what they have just because of one thing or another. Like, you don't deserve it. Like, and if you're not gonna put yourself on the line, like you said, make a sacrifice or reach back and help someone else out, then how do you figure people are supposed to do it for you? Like, you don't deserve it. Like, can't just.
I'm talking about an even playing field, which we don't have. Everybody deserves an even playing field, though. I think it should be. I think everybody deserves an even playing field.
Everyone deserves equal opportunity, but not equal outcomes.
Equal opportunity. What do you mean equal opportunity? What does equal opportunity mean? Explain that.
Like you said, like you should be playing under the same rules, the same playing fields. Like, you shouldn't be slanted through one direction or another for certain people because you're a superstar. You're not. But then once you get to a level, if you did work your way to earn a little more than the person that didn't work at all, then you deserve a different outcome.
It's funny because I don't look at, like, for example, Kyle has a movie out, right? And he's going to promote it the same time I'm promoting mine, right? I don't see Kyle's movie. I'm like, what do I have to get? I don't even think like, oh man, like, oh, Kyle is doing this or doing that. I have blinders on. It's what I am working towards. It's what my energy is working towards. You understand what I'm saying? It's like when people say, like when like sometimes me and Blue Blood coincide, right? People be DMing me, oh, Blue Blood. I'm like, I don't care. Blue Blood can go on the exact same time. I come on anytime, whenever. I don't care. It is what I'm creating. It is what my energy work towards. You understand? Everybody has free will. They can do whatever they want.
Absolutely.
We can't get in there. Oh man, LeBron. Oh man. No. If Kyle goes off and sells 1 million copies, he earned it.
Facts.
He earned it. Like that's it. I'm
See,
not
but
gonna
and someone with your mentality seeing things that way, you're also not a person that's going to say, well, it's not fair that this happened over here and it didn't happen to me, because you're focused on yourself. You keep your eyes on your own paper. You feel me? Like, so you're also not going to be in that category of like, things are so unfair to me. I didn't have an equal chance. I didn't, you know.
Like I even told Blue Blood, I said, Blue Blood, dog, think about this. Put this in perspective, dog. You had 1 sub when I had 20 or 30,000 subs, man. You earned everything you got, dog. You earned every goddamn thing you got, and keep going. I told him this on the phone. Like, don't stop. Don't stop. Keep doing it your way. Do what you got to do, because you can't be me and I can't be you. So I'm going to root for your ass as long as I can. And everybody else, I'm going to root for Kyle. I'm going to root for Mex. I don't say, oh, man, they doing better than me. How do I know you're doing better than me? Because I don't want what you want. You can't do better than me. I don't understand that shit. Like people, oh, you doing better than me. He's not living your life. When people say that shit, it just be like, get the fuck out of here, you piece of shit. You a worthless, mindless piece of shit when you look at somebody else and say, oh, they doing better than me. Y'all don't have the same life. He's going to die at 78. You're going to die at 68. How do you have the same lives?
Hey, man. Fred, I had an argument with a nigga the other day, right? He was like, he always says, like, why can't I have what he have? I'm like, bro, that's some hating shit, bro. Like, why don't you just nigga, like, bro, he was like, I'm trying to see what how he got there, but I am like, why not me? Why is it him and not me? I'm like, bro, that's some hating ass shit, bro.
Hating, the worst, dog, the worst. And I wish we all can get in that space. It's like, I ain't gonna lie to you. Appreciate you, Max, for just disappearing. And but every YouTube channel, I ain't gonna lie, every YouTube channel I've tried to help, whether I gave them free tickets, whether they were short on money, I still got thousands of dollars people owe me in the media. I ain't lying. $100 here, $200 here, and it's cool. Live your life. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, it's gonna come back to me in another way. I don't sit here and text people, hey, you owe me $60, or you owe me $70. Hey, you owe me this, you owe me that. I was the vehicle for you to get in that position. You understand? And if so be, it's not $1 million where it's like, man, I need to feed my kids, right? I need to. I charge that to your masculinity. You understand? I say, oh, well, you're not really a man, because how can you walk around as a man and owe another man $20? Think about that. Come on, man, you're a piece of shit. You are a piece of shit of a man if you can walk by another man and you owe him $20. Come on, let's put that in perspective. You get what I'm saying?
Hey, listen, this is the cold part. Yeah. This is the cold part, right? Mm-hmm. And act like you don't owe the nigga nothing though.
And then they tripping be like, oh, you tripping off $20? Like, you're the problem.
Hey, listen, I owe my cousin money, right?
Mm-hmm.
But every time I call him all the time to tell him that I owe that nigga money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be like, hey, nigga, I got you. I ain't forgot about you, nigga. It's coming. A nigga will really act like you ain't never gave him shit. They're like you be like, hey man, what's up with the money? Oh, bro, you tripping off of that? Yes, nigga, I'm tripping off. That's my money, nigga. I need it now. JG Wentworth.
JG Wentworth.
You know what I'm saying? Shit crazy to me, bro. Listen, like I hate even niggas. I hate on niggas' money because I hate for a nigga to go like this. You know what I'm saying? Hold that shit off your fucking head. Got some over you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think they got something on you. You owe them some shit. Yeah, nah.
And it's corny, man. I've always, not always, but I've grown into this understanding that if you don't put the first dollar down, if you don't put the first level of energy, how are you going to convince somebody else consistently to believe in you? You know what I mean? Like when people fall on their face, people want to help you get up. Like it's instinctive to say, man, how can I be an asset to you? It's literally instinctive. Like I don't think when someone say, hey Fred, I want to start a YouTube channel. Oh, you're gonna take away from my views. Let me tell you a funny story. It was me, a true story, 100% true story. Swear before God, no lie. Michelle Joy Phelps card cracked, literally cracked. She didn't have a memory card the whole weekend. I always kept because I was doing movies at the time too. So I always had like 10 to 15 memory cards on me, right? And I said, here, Michelle, take my card. Don't you know 5 media members came up to me and said, why did you give her that memory card? Why did you give her that memory card? I'm like, they said, she gonna take away from our views. You had a chance to get more views. At least 5. The top 5. So now you know who they are, right? I said, I don't give a fuck. She ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't care. Like, she can't do what I do. And in my head, I'm like, I need her because she's gonna do interviews and ask questions that I wouldn't think of. I need her to do her job. So I'm thinking like she's an asset to me. If she's not doing her job, she can't be an asset to me because I can do a response video. I can clip her video and put it on Instagram and do stuff like that. I'm like, and then the funny shit ever is like, and they're like, she ain't gonna give you back your memory card. And she didn't give me back my memory card for like 2 or 3 months, but I don't care. I never asked her for it. I'd say, if you give it to me, you give it to me. You know what I mean? And then they always say, she ain't gave you back your memory card. I'm like, okay, like they think they more concerned about it than me. I'm gonna tell you another true story. Fight Hype. Y'all never heard this story before. Fight Hype, right? Fight Hype told Floyd that I spoke out against him about I basically called him a piece of shit for being disrespectful about black people as it pertains to Colin Kaepernick and all this shit, right? And so I'm interviewing somebody and Tank is coming down and Floyd said something real smart to me. He said something real smart and it was on camera. And they thought I needed Floyd's relationship. They thought I needed the nigga's relationship. Excuse me. They thought I needed his relationship. Fight Hype tried to sabotage my relationship with Floyd when I says, I don't want this. I don't want him a part of my life because I can't trust the man. If you will go against 42 million black people, who am I? I'm nothing to you. So I got to eliminate you. I have to get rid of you. That cost me probably $1 million. That cost me $1 million to say, hey, I'm not dealing with Floyd. Minimum. This thing right here, $1 million. We was gonna do 150, 200,000 buys for the Conor McGregor fight or whatever fight it was, Manny Pacquiao fight, whatever fight it was. I said, no, I ain't fucking with him. They were begging me. No, Fred. I said, I ain't fucking with the nigga. I'm not doing it. I don't care how much money I lose. I'll wash the money. I haven't even put it on my website to sell it. I don't respect him that much because if you disrespect black people, when you step out and disrespect black people, I'm like, what? I just thought it was a disgrace. You know, I literally thought it was a disgrace. And but that's how far they will go. They hate you, man. They want you. The people literally want you to fail. It's people out there. I don't grasp it at all, dog. Like I don't understand it. I've never rooted for someone to fail. You know, I mean, if we're in a race like simultaneously, I want to beat you. I want to mind fuck you. I want to do all that type of shit. But this internet is not a 10 million person race.
Man, because these niggas is suckers, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, dude, they hold that fucking lanyard around their fucking neck to such a high standard. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that lanyard, man. Listen, I was getting shit. Man, most of the shit I've ever gotten, I ain't had no lanyard to get.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's that crab in the barrel mentality, man. Everyone thinks that, you know, you got to shit on someone else to get to where you at, or some shit like that. I mean, hating is a full-time sport now, man. That's a whole new.
Hating is a full-time sport.
There's some professionals out there, man, that hate on you all fucking day for no reason. You know, but and it goes back to that shit too, because I used to feel that way too. Like to circle back to what Fred said about, you know, I used to think to myself like, why I got so many people that hate on me, and all these people have, you know, more than me. You know, they have their own house, their own car, they got the bitches, they got the money, but then they worried about me, what I'm doing over here struggling. I was like, how someone hate on me when they're doing better than me? But then I got that same mentality, like, you know, what's good for me is good for me. Like that's in my kid. You know what I'm saying? And that life looks good from the outside, but maybe they're going through worse shit than I am. Like maybe they really struggling trying to keep up with the Joneses. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then to bring it back even full circle, you know, it goes back to the great philosopher that is way better than Wale, J. Cole. You know what I'm saying? And he said, ain't no such thing as a life that's better than yours, man. Like
such thing as life that's better than yours. Man, it's so true, man. And I wish we all got that, man. Like, because I stay in my lane. I'm gonna disagree with you. If you post a video, it's not like I don't even respond to people that hate on me. I don't, because I don't care. Like, I'm not in competition with the people that don't like me. All right. And they do 10 videos, 15 videos. They're like waiting on me to respond. I'm like, I personally don't care. Like, I'm not.
They watching though.
Yeah. Whatever you say is true. Whatever you say is true. I'm not responding to you. You know what I mean? But if you want to talk facts, like I may disagree on Devin Haney. I may disagree on Deontay Wilder, Keith Thurman. Like definitely Al Heyman. You know what I mean? But but yeah, to talk about who's the blackest, who's the richest, that shit corny, dog. That shit mad corny. You know,
yeah, I'm gonna slide out of here and let someone else get in, man. I'll be in the section afterwards, Kyle. I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. Great conversation, like always. Get at y'all, man.
Oh, appreciate you, man. Yeah, man. It's but you know, stay true. You know, I'm gonna believe what I'm gonna, and that's the beauty of it, man. I think it's we have to trust humanity and trust individualism. You know, like everyone's their own individual. Like I tell you a story. Lincoln and I, the family was driving. It was me, Dre, the family, right? Kennedy and Lincoln. We were driving up Crenshaw, and there was a man on the driver's side, which is my side, and he was driving a convertible. And Lincoln said, because that's Lincoln's side of the car, right? When I turn, I look at Kennedy. Yeah. So Lincoln is behind me when I'm driving. And Lincoln says, man, that man got more money than us. Instantly, Fred pulled over. I says, Lincoln, you are the richest man in the world. You are the richest child in the world. Your mind and your hands can create anything you want. His wealth is his wealth. That has nothing to do with it. And I says, your mother and your father are the richest people in the world. Did you know that? He'll understand it later, but I'm giving him perspective. Like, don't you ever compare yourself to nobody. How dare you do that? How dare you cut your legs off? No, but he didn't understand it though. And I had to tell him, you are everything.
What kind of convertible was it, Fred?
It was probably one of them BMWs, I think it was, you know what I mean, or one of them Lexus BMWs. It was a two-door. I can't recall. But but you have everything you need. It's your job to create everything you want. And I think that's the opportunity we have to give our kids. You know, the most powerful thing you can give your kids is 2 parents and time. And I say that genuinely, man. You know what I mean? If you and the mom or dad don't have a relationship, fix the relationship. You know what I mean? For the kids. It's so important. 2 parents in time is the best thing you can give your kids. It's not debatable. It's not, I'm not gonna debate with nobody. People gonna say money, people gonna say God. Well, man, time and 2 parents. Give it to your kids, and it's gonna be amazing. So yeah, man. I don't know where this show went, but I'll just say this, man. I root for all y'all to be successful, man. And that's why I respond to y'all as immediately as I can. If I have the information, I'm gonna give it. I think it's important, and I always think about the 2 people that helped me in my time of need. Like, it was a police, and I intentionally think of these 2 people. There are many other people that helped me, right? My grandfather obviously was a cornerstone, but like 2 a la carte incidents that I could think of. It was a police officer. It was a school police officer, and I needed $100 to go to a basketball camp. He gave me $100, and that judge that charged me with petty theft instead of grand theft, because on the arrest report it said grand theft, and it was the summer of my sophomore to junior year. Oh, excuse me, my second to third year, because I was behind some units. If that judge had to charge me with grand theft, my life would be different. I'm not sure what the outcome. Maybe it'll be greater, maybe it'll be less in terms of where I am now. But that judge and that police officer, I think of those 2 people as individuals, not as consistent. Like, when I sit in my quiet moments, I'm like, man, imagine if that judge would have charged me with grand theft. I think about it, and he didn't. I didn't know what to do. It was my first time in court. I didn't have a father. I was afraid to tell my mom. My sister knew, but I didn't know what to say to the court-appointed attorney. I had no experience in the judicial system. That was my first time. But I see on YouTube quite often. I see on Instagram quite often where they up the charges. When they up the charges on the black man, it didn't happen to me. By God's grace, by the universe grace, by Jehovah, Allah, I don't know who it was, but that judge didn't charge me with grand theft. And I think about that shit sometime, and I'll be like, damn. And I got let out that night, and I was sitting there like, wow, damn.
So what the hell you steal, Fred?
Oh, it was a bunch of BS, college stuff. I was at a Super Kmart, you know what I mean, and just a whole bunch of bogus stuff. You know what I mean? I've done it before. Why can't I do it again? You know what I mean? So, but I was charged with grand theft. The police came and got me, arrested me, threw me out, put me in the back seat. Grand theft. That was the charge. I said, fuck. And I'm thinking I'm going to do a year in jail. I'm like, I'm going to do a year in jail for this bullshit. You always think the worst. You sit in jail, you got, So I think of him in my silent moments, man, especially when I see people get Trump charges. I genuinely think of moments like that. So, and I can't recall what ethnicity the police officers were. I got to look at the police report. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do a video. I'm gonna go to the courts. I can get in the courts, right? I'm gonna do a video on that next time I go, because next time I'm in the area of the courts. I don't know when it's gonna be. Maybe a year, maybe 2, maybe next week. I'm gonna get my report and put it on the. I'm gonna do a video on it. Yeah.
What ethnicity was the judge?
White, old white man. I remember. I don't remember what he looked like. I don't know what he looks like physically, but I remember him being an old white man, and I'm like, damn. I'm about to do time. And then they take you to the court, and then they take you back and they give you a plea. They say, oh, you can plead no contest. I'm like, yeah, because I didn't have a record. I'm like, whatever I gotta do to get out of jail right now, I'm good. Yeah, man.
Hey, the chat said you out there stealing boxes, man.
Probably it was all that. It was boxes. It was probably crayons. Yeah, it was all.
So hold on, man. Mm-hmm. So you stole more than over $5,000 worth of stuff?
It's 500.
Oh, I thought it was 5,000.
Is it 500 or 5,000? I don't know. Whatever it wasn't nowhere near that. No, because the judge threw it out. He said, "Man, get out of my courtroom. It's petty theft." That's exactly what he said. I said, "Really?" I said, "Yes." And I was in a holding tank with like 10 other people or 5 other people. We sitting there waiting to go, and they let me out, and I had to sneak on the train, and because I had no
You
money.
just didn't get enough, huh, Fred?
I had no choice. I had to sneak on the train to go to my sister's house. You know what I mean? And that was it. I was stinking because when you in jail, you stink because you don't take a shower because you're waiting to get a rain. You're waiting and all that shit. So it's 500. Anything over that is a felony. Thank you, Birdman. It's 500. Yep. I remember it was it was detergent. It was a whole bunch of college stuff I needed. It was in summertime, so it was a whole bunch of college stuff I needed. It wasn't nothing out of the ordinary. It wasn't nothing.
Man, I could have got grand theft plenty of times, boy. Up in the Macy's.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean,
hey, we was taking $1,000 jackets, boy.
Yeah, it's I mean, I stole so much though. You know, like I stole so much, man, in college, man. That's how I had to survive. I haven't stolen nothing since though. I haven't stolen nothing since I graduated from college. Nah. 22, 23. I as soon as I graduated, it was survival. It was survival. So I can understand when people say I do something for survival. But when you hit that lick, when you hit that $100,000 lick, don't go back to selling drugs. Move out of New York, move to Alabama, buy you a house, and build wealth. Start generating wealth. You know, like I got my college degree. And I never looked back. I ain't never stole nothing. I can't remember the last time I stole something, dog. Maybe some college books. You know, that was a lick. You go into the bookstore, you steal the books, and then you turn them in, and then you sell them back to the bookstore. Oh man, that was a lick. Oh, that was a lick. Did y'all do that too?
I listen. I went to college, but I didn't go to college.
Yeah, I went to college too, but you know,
no. I mean, I didn't mean to rephrase that. I used to go to I used to go up to the college. I didn't really go to college. You know what I'm saying? I hung out up there.
Yeah, man. I wouldn't even think I would definitely overpay before stealing. For sure. I'm not stealing a damn thing.
You know, I never really I never really like to steal from somebody. I used to like to steal from like stores and shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. I never stole from individuals. I can't say that.
When I was young when I did it. When I was old enough to understand, I didn't.
No. I remember one time in college. It was it was a fire drill. We pulled the fire alarm and we got a student. We pulled the fire alarm and we got him. You know what I mean? I can't recall who.
Sticky Finger Fred, man.
Yeah, we got him. We pulled the fire alarm. Everybody ran out. Got that motherfucker. See, there was no cameras in college. I went to college from 95 to 2000.
Yeah, Stone Age.
Yeah, Stone Age. So it wasn't cameras and shit, cell phones, none of that. I remember we went to college, got him, got his checkbook, and this is all allegedly, you know what I mean, and did what we did, you know what I mean. So yeah.
The statute of limitations is up, man.
Yeah, statute of limitations is up, man. But yeah, it was survival. It was definitely survival. But I can't recall me stealing nothing past 22. I genuinely can't recall. I got my degree and became a school teacher, and I've been working on my morality ever since. What's up, man? What's up?
What's going on, brother?
Oh shit! It's the Kyle and Champ show. What's up?
What's up, man? Y'all. What's up, Kyle? Y'all on here snitching about your crime life, man. What is that about?
I ain't really got no. That shit 20 years ago.
I'm trying to see what you got. Man. I'm trying to see what kind of bullshit you got for us today.
No, I just got in the house, man. Probably about 30 minutes ago, man. Yesterday, man, you were saying that you wanted to do like it would be a good idea to like do a segment.
Yeah, sure.
I think that's a good idea, man. We definitely should do that.
Okay.
He wasn't bullshitting though, champ. Right? He meant that shit.
That's what's up, man. That's cool. That's love right there, Fred. I appreciate that, man.
Oh, sure.
So right now, go to the stove, warm up, get some boil some water.
No.
Let's see if you can do that.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Let's see if you can boil some water at least.
But check it out, because the premise of how I wanted to do it is because a lot of cats, a lot of cats don't know how to cook. So if I could show cats how to throw a quick meal together, to impress their lady, because women love a man that can cook. You know what I'm saying? So you can put something. If I can show cats how to put something together real quick, that'd help a lot of cats out.
Hey, let's have an egg sandwich contest.
Egg sandwich.
I make the meanest egg sandwich this world has ever seen. Let me tell you something. You know how you say you like a woman like a nigga that can cook?
Right.
It's not a woman on this planet that I made an egg sandwich for that didn't fall in love with me. I'm telling you, man. Them egg sandwiches was everything, man. Let me tell you something.
So what do you cook? I mean, how do you prepare your egg salad sandwich? Excuse me.
No, egg sandwich, bro. It's fried egg, baby. Fried egg sucker hard.
Oh, I'm thinking of egg salad. Excuse me. I don't like eggs. I don't eat eggs.
You don't eat nothing, Fred.
I haven't had eggs in 15 years.
Why don't you eat eggs, man?
I'm gonna tell you the truest story. Hopefully, this deters a lot of y'all from not eating eggs. So, about in 2005 or 2006, somewhere in there, I was watching this show, and they fried an egg, and they said, "This is your arteries," and I haven't had one since.
You said what?
They fried an egg, and after they fried it, they said, "This is what your arteries look like when you eat eggs." And I said, "Fuck it, I'm never doing it again." And then I all my whole life, I never knew eggs were chickens.
What?
They're fetuses. They're babies.
Fetuses, yeah.
They're babies.
Yeah, I didn't know that as a kid. I just thought they were eggs. Like you know what I mean? So I saw a documentary or something. I saw something on Instagram, not Instagram, a long time ago for Instagram, but so Facebook or something. And I'm like, I said, that's what I'm eating. And then I became a vegan for 10 years.
Oh, okay.
What's up, Pedro? Pedro Richmond, man. We still looking for your daddy, man. We still looking for him.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this, Fred. I'm gonna fry me up an egg, man. You know what I'm saying? Fried on both sides. Over medium is what I like to do. You know what I'm saying? Throw the mayonnaise on the bread with the cheese.
Your wife do all the cooking, don't she, Kyle?
That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
Listen, let me tell you something about that woman there. That listen, you see her? You see her right there? That's how she got up there. That's how she got up there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's a cooking ass woman right there. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something, brother.
Wow.
It ain't many people that can cook shit better than her. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm still mad she stopped cooking doing her food business, because we was whooping their ass for a minute. You know what I'm saying? We was whooping their ass for a minute. And then black folks always want to tell you what they want you to cook and shit like that.
Yeah.
She emotional and shit. She a Scorpio. She get all emotional and shit. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm like, hey, we make a lot of money. No, they always want to tell me. I'm like, oh, okay, all right.
Oh, unfertilized, whatever. I don't know what they are, but I don't give a fuck what they are. But I eat eggs as an ingredient, not as a food.
And nigga Fred be making all type of pies and shit.
Oh yeah, I can. I mean,
you can bake.
I can do it, man. I've raised myself to be a man. Like I do. Like I can build a house. I can cook a Thanksgiving dinner. I can, you know what I mean? Like I'm literally self-taught in a lot of things.
Now, a fried peanut butter and jelly sandwich, man, is necessary. You fry that sucker up like a listen, in high school, dog. Listen, in high school, cuz I had to fend for myself, man. I had a like I told y'all, man, I had some issues with my mother and my stepdad. So, you know, they used to act funny. So I never wanted to touch their shit. So I lived off of egg sandwiches, nigga, and peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, nigga. You know, I'm talking about fried them up. You know what I'm saying? You grilled cheese that peanut butter and jelly sandwich, my brother. I'm a hood cuisine type of guy.
So am I.
You know what I'm saying? I like to I make the finest hood cuisines. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You ever had a hot water sandwich?
A who?
A hot water sandwich?
No, what's that?
Yeah, me either.
I'm thinking about cornbread. How my grandmother used to make hot water cornbread.
Yeah, my grandmother used to make that also.
Yeah, man. Nigga, hey, listen. Cereal was everything at nighttime. Boy, that's all nigga had.
Hey, Fred, I'm gonna tell you this. The brother D Will, man, you need to wrench him out, man.
Okay, I'll do all that. Yeah, we ain't got a guest tomorrow, so we'll take care. I'll go on the YouTube side and do all that.
Is my man? Did my man come on tonight?
He came about 30 minutes.
Huh?
He was here for about 30 minutes. He was here for about 30 minutes.
Damn,
Money Powell.
No, that's not who I was talking about.
Oh, Mickey Bay, that's Thursday.
Mickey Bay. When is that?
Thursday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's gonna be
listen.
Okay.
My
Yeah,
phone gonna be nice and listen. My phone gonna be ready to go that day.
Yeah.
Good brother.
My phone gonna be ready to go that day. It ain't gonna be cutting off and shit. I don't know what the hell was going on.
Yeah, how long is he gonna stay? How long is he staying on?
He on the West Coast, so he could be up all night.
He could be up. Yeah. I'm waiting for that, man. That's gonna be a good interview, man. Because he did a fire interview with the Trill.
Yeah, it was a great interview. Shout out to Trill Talk.
Yeah.
Shout out to them, but let's be honest. The best question asking this nigga in YouTube history is a short, bald-headed nigga named Fred. I mean, that motherfucker asked some of the best questions a nigga could ask. You know what I'm saying? And the nigga don't listen. The nigga Fred just don't give a fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
Like, he just don't care. Like, when we had the mama's boy in here, right? Man, that chick came on with the bullshit, and Fred just like,
that's what you do. Like, I gotta see how he's gonna respond. I always tell him, if you want me to get her out of here, get her out of here. And he said, get her out of there. You know, I just sat back, let her go. You know.
Now, Champion Heart. Question for you. Now, my cousin Mike. Shout out to my cousin Mike. I used to make a sandwich out of everything, right?
Right.
Now, do you make crazy ass sandwiches? Fred ain't gonna do it because Fred don't like his foods to touch with his weird ass. But listen,
I don't really make like crazy sandwiches, man. Listening to
I'm Birdman from the fifth floor, man.
Yeah, I never, because my grandmother raised me, so it was always some type of meal preparation. You know what I'm saying? And
good for you.
Yeah, because a lot of people tell me, that your daughters are spoiled because when I would cook, I gave my daughters a choice. So I was raised, whatever was cooked is what you ate, and if you didn't like it, you didn't eat that night. But with my girls, it's kind of whatever they want type deal. And they was like, man, you got them girls spoiled, because Ariel, she would want something else and Erica wants something else, So, but, it was just, I didn't mind it because it was just something that I like to do, just different meal preparation, that I would do. That's just being raised by my grandmother,
Boy, Jay Jones he didn't turn niggas into chefs,
cereal
experts.
I always was, man. So I got an Italian spaghetti that's a panty dropper right there, for real. Now my chili make you slap your mama, but my spaghetti.
Listen, I'm coming to Dallas You know what I mean? I'm gonna see what this shit's all about. In fact, it'd be dope if me and you do a segment at your crib.
That sounds good. You know what? Because my Caribbean pineapple bowl is definitely off the chain. So that's that. So yeah, we definitely get at me when you get here. For real, on the strength.
I gotta watch you cook this shit because I ain't finna have you go to the nearest Jamaican restaurant, nigga,
None of
and
that.
bring a bowl.
None of that. All my stuff is done. Just
because you make pills from scratch don't mean you can cook from scratch, nigga.
Yeah, I'm crazy, man. But man, I just wanted to jump in real quick, man. I'm about to lay it down. I'm tired, man. I appreciate you, brothers.
Yeah, we about to lay it down too. Shit.
Yeah. And we definitely gonna do that, Fred. I guess we gotta try to figure out how, on what days would be best.
Yeah, tell me what the best day is for you, and we'll work it out.
Okay. You know what? I hollered at your boy, man, about that that trailer that I was talking about for the screenplay, and he gave me some real good ideas on how to get that done. So I appreciate that. I appreciate that that connect.
For sure.
All right, my brother. Salute to you, brother. I'm out.
Appreciate you.
Man, Fred don't have to plug, man. Shout out to fucking Fred, man.
Yeah, but we gonna so on the 9th, January 9th, we'll start 7:30. January 9th. We'll see how it goes.
I mean, I gotta see shit. How the fuck I'm gonna do this shit?
Nah, you just come on when you come on. That's it. No big deal. You can start your show early. You ain't got to fall asleep. The guests can come on. And we'll do it like that.
I'll be getting home until 8, and I be having to play with the kids and shit until 9.
You do what you do. You do what you do. We'll be here. I'll be here. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So tomorrow. Oh yeah. We talked about Andy Ruiz begging for a job. What else? Robert Helenas. He ain't even mentioned none of his heavyweights. He just said, "Oh yeah, we'll just." Damn, man. I feel bad for all those fighters, man, who believed in Mr. Heyman. Mr. Heyman probably worth $500 million.
So Money Powell's pops. He commentates.
Yeah, he's a commentator. Commentator.
He got the commentator voice.
Yeah, he definitely does. For sure, he does. He definitely do. What else we got? That's it. What you talking about on your show tonight?
Shit, I don't even know, man. I'm gonna start that shit up and figure it out. Next, but like at the top of the year, that's when I'm gonna revamp the shit and go back to like setting shows up and I done got lazy in these last couple months, man. That car shit really fucked me up. That car shit really kind of fucked up my whole entire shit. Cause I had plans to have talk about cars and shit. I don't want to talk about a car, period.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, I understand. Hook rolling, man.
Motherfuckers, man.
Yeah, hook rolling. Hey, I did see Malik Scott interview on Ellie's page. I watched the whole thing. I watched that. And what else? That's it. What else is going on in boxing? I went and bought a gun today.
He said, "What's going on in boxing?" Thomas, next.
I'm just thinking about my day. Like I went and bought a gun today. I went and bought a. I forgot what I bought, man. I bought a little thing.
Pool noodles.
Little 9. Yeah, little 9 pool noodles. Yeah. 9, so I can just and because I'm gonna start teaching. Well, we're gonna do BB guns first, but I'm gonna start teaching Lincoln how to handle a gun and all that. What else? And that's it, man. I went to Porto's today.
What's that?
I went to Porto's. Is like the bakery out here. That's the shit. It's like Porto's is like, yeah. Rest in peace, John Madden.
Yeah. Frank Martin is getting busy this weekend.
Yeah, Frank Martin. Frank Martin actually inspired me, man. Frank Martin looked great in that picture with him jumping rope. And I was like, man, I got to get back in shape. So I got to get back to that shape because COVID kind of slowed me down a little bit, you know, and I was making a lot of money from home, working from home and stuff like that. And I was sitting right here working, you know, whether I was writing films or stock or making videos, whatever I was doing. You
So
know,
you almost started at 8.
I'll start at 7:30. Why 8?
That'll give a nigga a little more time to get here and shit.
Oh, okay. Well, we normally stay 2.5 hours anyway, so yeah. So
because you know,
and I always tell the guests to come at 8. I'll tell the guests to come on at, you know, because I had a lot of guests, not a lot of guests, but a few say that's a little late, you know, and so we'll start because I put the kids to bed at 7:30, so I can start that process 10 minutes earlier, you know.
Man, my kid, I can't get these niggas to go to sleep that early for nothing.
No.
Now my wife, she can get these niggas to go to sleep early,
really?
But they get like when I get home, they get like the energy. They get just a fresh amount of energy, dog. That's just insane. My daughter, she went up and hide and go seek. You know what I mean? She want to do zoomy zoom. She want me to be the horsey. I mean, bro, I'm telling you.
I get it.
You know, I can't tell I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? I just gotta get my ass down and let it get on my back and run around and shit, you know?
Yes. Sometimes you just lay in the middle of the floor and you just let them beat you up. You know what I mean? That's all. Let them jump on you, let them do all that. And
yeah, they was doing that today.
Yeah, while the movie playing. You know, sometimes you just have days like that, you know.
But Kylie, she don't let me, man. Come on, Dad, come on.
And then you got to go play with the dolls and
man, they got this kitchen up in there.
I know exactly.
Man, listen, man. She done made me throw the hat on with the apron. I was in there cooking up all the little vegetables. You know, we got the vegetables that you chop in half. They got the Velcro, and you chop them. Yeah.
Oh, she in there she got a restaurant, right?
Man, listen.
Yeah, that was me.
Not Fred.
Yeah, we're gonna do it, Warren. We're gonna do it 7:30, man. We're gonna get it started at 7:30, man. Starting on the 9th, 8th. Yeah, it'll be cool.
I mean, that might be good though. That might be good for me to go on early, so I ain't gotta worry about work in the morning and shit.
Yeah, you should have been. Yeah, we should have been did that though. We should have been discussed that. Yeah, that would have been cool. So another great show, and I really enjoy it. I appreciate you, man. Welcome to the show, though.
Welcome to the show.
Rudolph Lyrics, appreciate you, man.
Hey, you know what you gotta start doing again, man, because you ain't done it in years.
My nigga, this is dedication. This is anti-hesitation. This is a real nigga celebration.
God damn it.
I already know. I think about it.
Man, what about that block for me, black man? You know, trying to stretch it.
And they say it's the white man I fear, but it's my own kind doing all the killing here.
Block for me, black man. No, they trying to stretch.
You know, that was mine. That was the one I used to always want.
What are they?
Young Malcolm, I'm the leader of the movement out this bitch.
Damn, Nipsey controlling all my boys.
By any means necessary.
Block for me, black man.
Now so Wale got a line in one of his songs. You man, listen, you'll love that shit. Because he said Detroit Red Flow.
And this is what it feels like.
Damn, Nipsey got all.
And they say it's the white man I fear, but it's my
DJ and shit.
And then we got Canelo.
Just payday. You want payday.
While we making beats and playing songs, play the song, Fred.
I appreciate y'all coming in here tonight, man. We getting out of here 10 minutes early. So January 9th, man, we're going to move the show to 7:30, man. Start promoting it. Tell a friend. That Sunday. We got a fight on the 8th. I don't know. I don't care. You know, but we're going to start at 7:30. You know what I mean? Hey. I come this way before. Good show. This is an interesting show.
I'm gonna stop doing overtime, man. I gotta put more hours into my craft, man.
You call it. Warren Richard. KJ, Brother Cole, D-Man, Rob G, your part coming up, D-Man. What's up, big homie, Brother Cole, Birdman. Man, root for everybody, man. Root for everybody, man. Off topic. John Madden died, man. It's awful, man. Awful. 85. You know the funny thing is? I called John Madden about a month and a half ago. I called him. I was trying to get him on the show. And they was like, I could tell he was in a nursing home or something like that. And I was like, can I speak to John Madden? She's like, who is this? And I was like, oh, this is, I was going to lie and say this is one of his old teammates, but I didn't. I said it was media. I was just trying to ask him a few questions. Oh, no, he can't talk right now. I'm like, oh, he must be sick. And so and behold, a month and a half later, he passed.
Damn.
Yeah, awful. Joe Garcia, D. Will, Rob G.
Peoples Hernandez.
He in the building already, boxing sparring. I got to go back down to see him. Then 100. Yeah, man. Start root for everybody, man. No one's in your way, dog. It's an imagination. It's fake. No one is really in your way.
Look, speaking of Kyrie, look, she called him right now.
What's up?
I said, speaking of Kyrie, she calling me right now.
Oh, yeah. North Pole Fishing. Yoba. People Hernandez, Club 57. I appreciate y'all coming in here tonight and staying in here tonight. Thank you, y'all. Yeah, we'll do all that tomorrow while we got time. At the end of the show, we'll do it. Man, you turn to be the greatest. Yeah.
Make sure y'all hit me on Instagram, man, to get this movie, man. Pre-orders.
Yeah, Sunday, right?
It's going down, man, in a major way. I'm gonna try to I'm gonna do what you said though, Fred.
What's that?
Put it on that website and then just charge an extra 25 cents.
Yeah, it's gonna save you so much time.
Yeah,
it's worth it. You know,
I'm gonna do a little bit of both. I'm gonna have it on there and have my cash apps.
It's no need. No one's gonna want to cash app you. They just want to pay with their card and get the moving.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Did you look into it already?
I just gotta. So I'm waiting on the final product because we gotta add some more shit.
Well, I'm gonna wait for that one before I watch this one. I don't want to rewatch it and say, Fred, you gotta watch this part.
Well, Fred, you just gotta do it, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for you to get the final product. Why would I want to watch this one?
I need some input.
Oh, input. Okay, gotcha. Okay.
So you'll be able to tell me, like, nigga, like it was good or bad. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You know, you are a critically acclaimed producer, director. You know what I mean? Award winning.
That is true. That is true.
You know?
Facts. We tell the truth in here. All right, love y'all, man. You get and the 9th, you can start your show at 9:30, 10 o'clock, dog. You're gonna be like, man, wow, I'm so happy. You're gonna be so happy, man. All right, love y'all, man. And then 9:30, I can still get out in them streets, man. I can be somewhere by 10. Yeah. Love y'all, man. I'm gone.
All right, big Fred.
I appreciate you, big homie.